Hey everybody, Ben, Summerville gardener, and today I'm planting asparagus. Now if you're gonna plant asparagus, you may as well plant a lot of it, right? Because asparagus makes your pea smell awesome. So I went and tried to find as many different types of asparagus as I could, and I found a purple passion, a Mary Washington, and a Jersey giant. And if I could have found a fourth kind, I would have gotten it too. Now my asparagus I plant similarly to my strawberries, just I'm not going to use my wife's favorite colander because I value my personal safety. So today I'm going to use a slightly different method, but it has pretty much the same results. It's called using a bowl. Apparently that's the wife approved way. So the first thing I'm gonna do is go ahead and open up my Jersey giant. And I'm gonna pull these out, and there's gonna be 3 plants in here, and there's probably gonna be a rubber band or something holding them together. Just might have to dig around a little bit for it. There it is right there. Go ahead and discard the rubber band. And I'm going to shake off as much of this loose dirt as I can, but I'm not gonna go trying to yank these roots apart. Mostly because it appears as if there's a second set of rubber bands on this thing. There we go. Go ahead and store that one carefully. I'm gonna take these 3 roots, place them in a wife-approved bowl, and then fill it with rainwater or garden hose water. I mean, whatever you got. I've got a bucket of water sitting here. I'm gonna let this bowl sit here for a few minutes and let those soak for, actually, probably more like 30 or 45 minutes. Make sure that those roots get very well hydrated. I'm gonna go ahead and open up the other 2, fill up the bowls with water, and get them soaking as well. There we go. I've thoroughly made a huge mess all over the back patio, and I have now all of them soaking in water. The Jersey giant is the big one. The Mary Washington's kind of the middle-sized root, and oddly there's 6 Jersey giants, 6 Mary Washingtons, and 9 of the purple passions, and those purple passions are definitely a lot smaller. So it should be pretty easy for me to not get these 2 well confused. Oh yeah, right. It's a good thing I have video to know which one goes where. I don't need a memory, I have video. Evidence, I tell you, evidence. So I'll be back in about 45 minutes to get these things in the ground. You clean up your messes your way, I clean up my messes my way. These also work great for cleaning out the stairways, or if you got those little nooks and crannies in your house and you got dog fur going everywhere, just leaf blow your house. It works. Okay, now these have been sitting here for a little bit. We'll call it about an hour, 1 to 2 hours. Go ahead and drain off all that extra water. And I'm gonna plant these in a row, just right over here by where I've got the other ones planted from last year. Basically, I'm just trying to thicken up my planting area and just make a huge asparagus patch over here. So I'm gonna take these 6 of these and just spread them out and put them about, we'll say 10 to 12 inches apart in a row from right here back to the fence. There's a few different methods that I've read and seen and heard on the internets of how to go about planting these things. And one of the coolest ones that I saw was you dig a trench, then you make these little cup, like little volcano kind of thing. And then you're supposed to take the roots and spread them out, somehow put them on top of it like this, and spread the roots out around it. And that's supposed to be like the best way to do it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take 3 of these, 3 of the Jersey and 3 of the purples, plant them out that way. Then I'm gonna take the other 3 or 6 for the purple ones, and I'm just gonna spread them out just in a line and just dig a trench and just set these things straight down in a flat line. Just kind of spread them out a little bit and just put them down in a line, in a trench, kind of like that. And what's really kind of cool is some of these are already starting to sprout. So I'm gonna go ahead and dig a trench and I'll show you how I'm putting these in. Okay, now I've got my trench dug right here. And yes, it is a lot of wood chips, and there's a lot of wood chips, and ooh, there's my worm. There's Earthworm Jim again. You know what he likes? He likes it when people subscribe so that he can wiggle. Really makes him wiggle. Ooh, there he goes. Oh, he wiggling. He's gonna work for that subscription from you. All right, Jimmy, go on down there. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and plant these in the trench about 4 to 6 inches deep. If it's got a growth tip on it, I'll try and get it as close as I can to kind of sort of coming up. Just wanna make sure that little tippity top right there just barely pokes out to the top. And this is how I'm gonna plant these in here, just straight against the wood chips and dirt. And I'm gonna backfill this with the jungle growth to give it something to actually, grow on. There we go, got the jungle growth all spread out right there. I'm just gonna stand these up just a little bit, just like that, so that they kind of stick up just a little bit. Oop, that's gonna be too tall now. Let's go ahead and wiggle this guy a little bit down deeper. There we go. Now when it gets backfilled, now it's actually gonna be down a little bit. I'm gonna do the same thing with number 2, and number 3 is down here somewhere. Where'd he go? There's 1, there's 2. Oh no, asparagus down. I don't know where it went. Okay, so I'm gonna go find my lost asparagus, and then I'll plant the other 3. Okay, have no fear, I found him. All right, we're gonna go ahead and put that guy then right down here in the 3rd spot. See how far down I'm kind of going? And then just leave that last little bit sticking up right there. And then we're gonna bury it too. This is nice and loose. It'll pop on through. And go ahead and get all these guys covered over here. There we go. Nice shallow grave. Now these other three, I'm going to try and do this one-handed, but spread these things out in like a fan or like an upside down wine glass kind of thing. Make these little cup things, and you know what, just here, I'll show you here in a second. So the first thing I'm gonna do is go ahead and dig out a little channel right here and just shove everything to the sides one way or the other. Then the next thing I'm gonna do is form this little ball right here, kind of sort of like this, so that the roots have some place to stand up and then poke down into in the holes. So we'll do one right there. Let's grab that one right there. There we go. Nice and firm. Give it some holes to poke in. There we go. Some good holes to poke in right there. And then come down here a little ways and do something kind of similar to that. There we go. So it's got a nice center point and some place for the roots to go. Now what this ends up kind of sort of looking like is something like this, where you've got the little cup and the roots going all the way around. Ooh, that's a nasty looking bug. Ooh, and he flies. So yeah, it just kind of sits up on a little hill, and then the roots kind of go off to the sides. Sits up on the hill and goes off to the sides. And then you just kind of backfill it in. Just like that. And again, shallow grave. All gone. I'm gonna go ahead and water this in, and then I'm gonna do the next 2 rows just like this one, so you're not missing anything by seeing it 2 more times. I'll be back with you in a minute so you can see the final finished mud lines, I guess. It's always fun when you don't pay attention to where you plant much of anything. As I'm over here digging around trying to get my next line going, I'm steady digging up some onions. Then I found some turmeric, and apparently there's a big old huge turmeric right here. Apparently this is where I planted turmeric last year and completely forgot about it. So I'm gonna have to move back just a little bit. I don't need as many onions. I'm good. They can just compost right there. Oh, that's lovely right there. Lovely compost pile. Looks like a pile of trash, but the plants love it. Oh, and there's another little turmeric right there. Yep, got plenty of turmeric. We'll just shove this guy down in the ground somewhere. Here, let's shove him down the ground over here. There we go. Grow, he'll be fine, I'm sure. I managed to use some bamboo sticks to kind of hold up this other Mary Washington over here. But there we go, Washington, Jersey, purple. So hopefully I can remember that. Like I said before, I've used these as memory aids because, you know, memory's not my strong suit. So future me and anybody watching, right, purple. Center, Jersey. Oh, hey, that Jersey, I got that poking up a little bit too much. See, yep, he's poking up just a little bit too far down there. I'll have to get that one shoved down a little bit further. But we got the Washington, Jersey, purple. Don't forget. And then, of course, the most important part is the watering in. Yay! So make sure you subscribe so you can see the future of what these things turned into, because it's going to take them like 2 or 3 years to actually produce edible shoots. And don't forget to keep those thumbs green, pests away, and know that you are appreciated. Oh man, there's more turmeric over there. Yeah, more turmeric, more turmeric. We'll just shove them in there. More turmeric. Oh man, so much turmeric. Got turmeric coming out everywhere. Now I just need to figure out what I'm gonna do with this other part of my shady garden area. What can you plant and grow in the shade? Future video idea.